Marion County Trail could be the best value in bourbon-themed travel in Kentucky. You'll experience one of the Kentucky Bourbon Trail's crown jewels, one of the Bourbon Trail Craft Tour's top-rated stops, and something you can't find anywhere else. Organized tours of a bourbon barrel manufacturing facility, all in one place. It's the Marion County Trail. Take your time to tour, dine, shop, and stay all along the way. Explore world-famous Maker's Mark, a hot ticket item on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. Limestone Branch Distillery, home of world-famous Yellowstone bourbon, and one of the top-rated stops on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail Craft Tour. Kentucky Cooperage, the sprawling plant where the thriving bourbon industry's barrels are hand-built and seared with fire for bourbon aging flavor. And Lebanon, home of wonderful dining opportunities from home-cooked to chef-driven. Unique shopping opportunities, nowhere else to be found murals for your selfies, and overnight accommodations that range from traditional to bed and breakfast to bourbon-themed. Go to visitlebanonky.com for more details. Lebanon Tourist and Convention Commission, 270-692-0021.
It's the Bow Brothers for Two Shots on a Barrel. We can't thank you enough for joining in and listening to our show today. We do want to remind you, go out there and give us a review. Isn't that important, J-Bo?
It's very important for us to grow and to reach a larger audience, so please do it for us.
We got a cool thing out on Facebook. We got a Facebook group you can join. You can follow along with all kinds of crazy stuff that you put out there.
That's just the way it is. It's fun. It's good times. It's private, so we don't share anything off that page. It's strictly right there on Two Shots on a Barrel fan page.
Yeah, another cool thing we had some fantastic sponsors we'll showcase throughout the show today, and we want to appreciate and show our respect for all of those. And for more information on that, you'll be able to catch the ad or go to our Facebook page and check those out. There you go. All right, it's without further ado, Two Shots on a Barrel podcast.
Two old boys ain't much for working. Two shots on a barrel and they're talking about bourbon. Talking about a few other things that they don't know. If you've got a question, no need to ask. They don't have a clue, so raise your glass. Take a sip with the Bow Brothers. Now it's on with the show. From the heart of central Kentucky, the bourbon capital of the world, it's Two Shots on a Barrel with your host, a couple of hot shots of their own, the Bow Brothers.
What's up, J-Bo?
What's up? How are you?
Man, I'm doing good. I got all Christmas-fied, and so we got through that. Now we'll get through the Happy New Year, I guess.
So that wasn't very exciting rolling off your tongue when you said Christmas. Do you not enjoy Christmas? Because I'll tell you, I'm not a fan.
It's just too much hustle and
it
bustle
is.
crap.
Crazy.
I mean, we've gotten away from
Jesus.
I mean, that's number one.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely number one. I just, everything's relative, I guess. But I just remember when I was a kid, it just didn't seem so
chaotic.
I mean, it was, it was. We'd get our famous candy that everybody used to get, like the old time candy. And
well, you were born in what, 1940?
It was about 38.
All right.
It was about 38.
Mom and Daddy made the candy back then, didn't they?
But I don't know. It just seemed, you didn't. Number one, you didn't have people on their phones the whole time while you're opening gifts, and people are like, instead of watching people open gifts, and I'm not talking about my family per se. I mean, it's probably every family, unless somebody's got some kind of rule that says, all right. Phones go up, and we're going to actually.
Well, you really can't, because they're taking pictures with those phones.
That's how you take pictures now.
Yeah.
So you're stuck with it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. It was great. It was good hanging out with the family and stuff like that. It's just, I'm a traditionalist. I like old school stuff.
Yes. But I'm glad it's over.
What about you?
Man, I'm kind of like you all. It's just, I love the idea of Christmas, and I look forward to it. All my kids coming home, and then they get there. No, I love them. But it's a lot of hustle and bustle. We're right in the middle of swim season, and both y'all know how I'm real big into. I'm a Kentucky High School Athletic Association swim official, so I've got all that going on. I've got two kids swimming, and it's Christmas, and we're trying to get the Christmas shopping done. And I retired, and I went from having no jobs to about 5 jobs. So it's this Christmas season was particularly hectic.
Well, first we should tell everybody we are happy to be back at the Big Papa Smokehouse, 2 Shots on a Barrel studio.
Absolutely.
And for those of you who are saying, no, wait a minute, I've heard that voice somewhere, that famous voice somewhere. We've got a guest in the studio, J-Bo.
That's right, Will Knight. Will Knight, the man who wears so many hats in this community. It's even in Robin Humphrey's phone that you wear a hat.
Will with the hat.
Yeah, Will with a hat. So it's great to have you in.
That's funny. Is that how she's?
Oh yeah.
That's how he's in there.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of Big Papas, man, I went the other night and I had this voice in the back of my head. You got to try the coleslaw. You got to try. And I'm not a coleslaw guy.
Oh, I love the coleslaw.
But
I'm not a coleslaw guy either.
I dove right in, and it was pretty good.
I like the coleslaw on the pulled pork.
So that's what you're
that's
supposed
different.
to do.
Oh,
That's different.
Yeah, no,
So you didn't tell me that. I was eating it straight out of the cup.
No. You. I mean, you can do it that way. You can eat it. I mean, it's one of my favorite coleslaws. Like, I'm not a big like creamy coleslaw kind of guy, and theirs is, you've got some that have the cabbage and the carrots are so finely chopped up. I don't like that kind of coleslaw, but Big Papa's Smokehouse coleslaw, it's good enough just to eat. But it's a game changer when you put it on the pulled pork.
Different. It makes it different.
It really does.
Well, next time I'll read the memo, the fine print on how I'm supposed to eat it, because I just ate it straight out. It was good.
Well, I'm impressed, though, that you did try it.
I did.
My favorite Big Papa, I love that brisket grilled cheese they got. Man, that's such a good sandwich. Oh, it's good.
You know what? I've never had a bad meal at Big Papa Smokehouse, and love that place, and so happy that they jumped on board with us.
Yeah, we tickled to death. And that move, by the way, for those of you that are familiar with Marion County, or maybe you're familiar with the Bourbon Trail and Marion County Connection and so forth, and you've been to Big Papa's. But that move to their new location right there on the main drag on Main Street has been an incredible move. Yeah, I've talked to Big Papa, and he's just dumbfounded.
That's right.
With how just busy and what a great move that was. Drive-through now there, so yeah, it's
good things happen to good people, and it's right there, man. We love them out there, and if you'd like to jump on board with us and advertise, shoot Jim at an email at, what's your email again?
I think it's 2 Shots. What is that email address?
I don't remember, man. It's been a
2
long day.
Shots podcast show at gmail.com, something like that.
It's a mouthful, man.
It is.
Yeah, it's one of those email addresses.
Or you can just pop in.
You can also go to the Facebook page. We've got our group Facebook page and message it. Yeah, message us right there. Man, J-Bo, we got another, and we're just kind of rambling before we'll get into talking to what we're really here to talk about with our buddy Will Knight. But oh man, you missed a great night last night, J-Bo. Good buddies? Oh my gosh, good buddies. So, Ray is always, since he's open to Good Buddies, great craft brews right here on the Bourbon Trail here in Lebanon. By the way, he's building a brand new,
right there,
and Will, I know that's something we'll talk about a little bit later, but he's building a brand new location out near Will Knight's new neck of the woods,
The Marion County Event Center right behind us.
So that's going to be fun. But Will has always had food trucks, or not Will, but Ray.
You don't want me having a food truck.
Yeah, Ray at Good Buddies has always had food trucks, and my favorite food truck of all time was Mallard's Wood Fire Pizza.
Oh, that's back, isn't it?
And it was back last night.
Yeah.
And let me tell you what, people absolutely missed those guys. They were slammed.
Man, I had them over when Al's Gun Store over in Camelsville opened. They had Mallards over there. They were rocking and rolling. That's some good stuff right there.
Oh, they're going to be, which, by the time this one's released, you may or may not get to partake, but they're going to be at Oak and Match, which we had Chris Moss and those guys on the show. They're going to be at Oak and Match in Camelsville tonight. So if you missed it, J-Bo, you can head to Camelsville tonight. Oh, it's so good, man. So here we're here today talking to Will Knight, and man, exciting things happening in Marion County. J-Bo, you got. First of all, how in the hell did I miss out on this grand tour that you partook in?
Well, when you're friends with Bug over there,
I thought me and Bug were friends.
Well, we are. I'll rewind a little bit. We are on the same committee for an upcoming fundraiser out there at Center Square. And when you do extra work out there for them, you get extra tours. So there's a seat next to me at these little meetings we have. If you would like to join and help us plan for this thing, I'm sure Will Knight would love to take you underneath the Center Square and show you the speakeasy that we toured this morning.
Okay, I'm confused. I thought you were. I thought you were talking about the.
He's talking about when I took you out to the event center.
Oh, I thought you was talking about the tour this morning that we were on.
Man, Jim Reed, I will take you for a tour anywhere you want to go.
No,
I got kicked out last time I went over there.
To the event center?
The secret to it is you just walk in and act like you're supposed to be there.
Until you get caught in flip-flops and tank
So
top.
you walked in.
To a construction site in flip-flops. And I'm like, that's probably not the best choice in footwear, but hey, we'll go with it.
Well, look, I had these two guys walk up to me in, hard hats and boots, and they're like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I'm just looking for Bug, man. And they're like, oh, he's out in the cabin out back or whatever it was, the trailer,
the construction trailer.
Yeah. So evidently I broke a few OSHA violations.
Yeah, I'm guessing you did.
Luckily, they were only painting that day, so he could have just got his toenails painted.
Right. But look, I show up. I am who I am, right? I don't wear boots and I just show up. So, but man, I tell you what, Jim, that place is awesome.
It really is. It's going to be a game changer for Marion County, in my opinion.
So Marion County Event Center Sportsplex.
Yep.
Your role in this, Will, is really you're in the infancy of your role with this. But tell everybody, give us just kind of an idea of what the Marion County Event Center and Sportsplex is going to be. And then what's your role and how you kind of got involved in it?
Well, first I have to give kudos to Judge David Doherty and Marion County Fiscal Court. They really stepped up. There's been talk in Marion County for, Jim Reed, you can probably tell, for years about a convention center, all kinds of stuff that had been kicked around. The city talked about doing stuff. The county talked about doing stuff. The city and the county talked about doing stuff. Judge Doherty came to me back. I retired from the Kentucky Department of Corrections back in February.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And he came to me and after I retired and said, "Hey, would you be interested in some role in this as the director, as the facility manager? We don't even know what it's going to look like, but we're going to do this for the people of Marion County." He said it may or may not ever make any money. He said, but it's a community enrichment project, which I think is big time.
Yes.
It's, when you're talking about community enrichment, and that's something I put on, right now I'm doing, my main job is going out and getting advertisers to advertise inside the building to help us, pay for the incidentals. You're talking 30 or 40 basketballs. Have either one of y'all bought a basketball lately?
Yes, they're so expensive.
They're $100 for a basketball, and we're talking probably going to need 20 or 30 at least, for each age group, for the girls and for the boys. So we've got to buy all that stuff. So the advertising money that I raise, or that we raise, that's what it's going to help. So he came to me and said, "Here's what my idea is," and that's how he presented it to me as a community enrichment project. And I was like, you know what? I think that's something I could hitch my wagon to. Yeah. I'm all for that. So I told him I would do it. November 1st, he called me. He said, "You ready?" I said, "Let's get it."
Let's go.
It's coming along. We're the construction's right on schedule. You're talking about this huge facility out on the new bypass that's going to be a game changer for Marion County, for Marion County sports, for generations of Marion Countyans.
Absolutely. So look, if somebody was like, "Hey, that's something I want to get on board with," who do they call to be a sponsor for this place? Because, look, you're going to be in front of not just people playing basketball. You're going to be in front of, like, home and garden shows. You're going to concerts, wrestling, you name it. your name is going to be right there on the side of the wall.
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of tried to think outside the box. It's a sportsplex at its heart, but the main gymnasium area is right at 23,000 square feet. That's a big building.
Big.
You walk in, you see it from the highway, and you're like, why are they building something so small? You get over to it and you drive around it, you're like, that doesn't look very big.
Oh, man.
You get inside of it, J-Bo, you can. I mean, it is a cavern in there.
It is really nice.
I think I figured it out. It's about 80% of a football field. So you're talking a big building.
Yeah.
So we can have concerts like Jeremy was just talking about. Wrestling. I've already been in contact with OVW.
Shannon, is that Shannon the Dudes?
I think KSR
and Matt
owns
Jones
that
and those
now.
guys. Yeah.
That's not who I talk to.
Yeah.
But they come to Lebanon pretty often, so maybe they would come down. But I've been in talks with them, just preliminary stuff, but kind of got a price and kind of got on their radar, and I haven't put anything on the calendar yet. But a farm, home, and garden show, which they used to have out here at the old tobacco.
Those things
warehouse.
used to be so big.
I mean, I can remember when I first moved here. That was big time.
They were huge.
My favorite thing to go to.
I love those things too, and those are neat. I mean, and to have a first class, because we used to have those in tobacco warehouses and everything else, and you're talking being able to have it in a beautiful facility like
it's climate controlled.
Yeah.
So it's I think that's going to be so. This venue is going to have something for everybody. We're looking at farm, home, and garden shows. We're looking at sports cards conventions.
How cool is that?
A couple of people have suggested gun shows. They're huge up in the Louisville area. We could have a huge gun show. I haven't looked into any of that yet, so I don't know what the specifics are of that. But basically anything that anybody from Marion County would want to have in a large facility, we could if somebody gave me the idea, we could host an event.
Yeah.
It's going to be a really incredible venue.
Now, what I like the most is I hear a lot of people talking about, man, I got to go to Campbellsville or Bardstown for a venue large enough to hold a Christmas party.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Nope.
Not only do you have that giant room, but you have private rooms as well where you can have little meetings or big meetings.
Right.
Little parties, big parties. It's all set up for them.
I mean, it's going to be we've got 3 meeting rooms in the front of the building. We've been contacted by a lot of different organizations already. And it's not even built yet. The flooring's not even down. It's just a concrete floor right now. So, we're looking at, birthday parties. You can have meetings there. You can have Christmas parties, just like you were saying. If somebody wants to do, Jeremy, it could be anything. It'll be.
Rent some bouncies. Come on in.
Well, I've talked to Judge Doherty about the facility buying some bouncies.
Okay.
And, having those available for rent, and then sometimes just having free play. That way, I didn't know this myself, but there's a large group of homeschool kids in Marion County.
Really?
I didn't know that. And I got the idea from down at Warren County Parks and Rec. I spent a couple of days with the director, Chris Coomer, down there. And he suggested to buy some bouncies and rent them out, have a free play day. You bring, if you're a homeschool kid, your parents bring you for 3 hours, 2 hours. We have bouncies out there. We have all the sports equipment rolled out. It's $5. It's a PE day for your homeschool kid.
Dude, that's awesome.
I say it's really mind blowing to me how many things that this building is going to allow us to do.
I love it.
And it's going to be our plan right now. Actually, it's not even our plan. What we're going to do is make it so economical for the people that paid for it, the residents of Marion County, because your tax dollars is what's paying for the event center. We're going to make it so economical that you'd be silly not to use it.
Well,
Walking track, and we're going to try to open up early in the morning so the folks that want to get out and walk, they don't have to walk in the inclement weather.
Right.
They can come out and walk.
They don't have to walk at Walmart anymore.
They don't have to walk at Walmart anymore. Of course, Walmart was probably one.
Yeah, but do you realize? Yeah,
I do. Yeah, I used to. I don't do it anymore. But I used to do that. I would go and I had it figured out how many steps around it was.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you're at liberty of saying how much it is going to be to get a lifetime membership or whatever y'all decided yet, but I heard that it's going to be very, very affordable.
I probably shouldn't say this, but we're going to do a $10 lifetime membership for if you're a resident of Marion County.
Holy cow!
Can you beat that?
Holy cow!
$10. And the $10, but the thing is, Jim, you have to realize that your tax dollars, Jeremy's tax, my tax dollars paid for this building.
Right.
So we're not trying to. We want the people of Marion County to use this building. So the $10 is going to cover to get into the building. There's going to be a scanner at the front door, or not the front door, but at the sports desk. And you just come in, scan in, because obviously we have to worry about security in big facilities like this. So we want to know who's in the building. Mm-hmm. So you're going to pay your $10. That's going to cover your fob. That's going to cover us putting you in the computer, getting you set up as a member, and any rentals you want to do as far as sports equipment. Say Jim Reed wants to come in and play. Jeremy and Jim want to come in and play pickleball.
Kill him.
Yeah, would you think so?
All the time.
I don't know. He looks like he'd be a pickleballer.
Well, before I got COVID, I was whooping up on J-Bo.
Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you a fun. If I got time,
You got plenty of time.
I'll tell you a funny pickleball story. For my wife and I, we go to the Kentucky Bankers Association convention every year. Mm-hmm. And a couple of years ago, it was out in Colorado, in Colorado Springs. And our youngest son, he wants to swim for the Air Force Academy. That's his life goal. He wants to be an astronaut. He wants to swim at the Air Force Academy. He's got big dreams.
Right.
The Bankers Convention was in Colorado Springs. I said, hey, we'll take Cameron with us. It's his birthday week, and we'll go to the Air Force Academy and tour and that kind of stuff. So we get out there, and we're at this real nice resort. And he says he wants to play pickleball. And I've never played before. Mm-hmm. So I call down to the sports desk, and I'm like, hey, can I rent a pickleball court? And they're like, yeah, it's like $20 for an hour. And I said, we don't have any equipment with us. And they're like, it's $8 for the set. And I'm like, okay, yeah, put us down. So we get there. Pickleball is all the rage, apparently, all across the nation.
Right.
Yeah.
Pickleball is full.
Dude, there's like franchise opportunities for pickleball businesses.
Right. So we get there, and pickleball is just covered up. So our court comes available. Cameron and I get out there, and we're just batting the ball around. He played in PE class. He's not real good, but he knows the rules. And he's explaining it to me because I'd never played. So we're out there batting around. There were a lot of people from Kentucky there because it was the Kentucky Bankers Association convention. These two older ladies come walking up to the court.
You got to watch them older ladies.
You got to watch them. So they come walking up to the court, and they've got on, I've got on a Kentucky T-shirt or whatever. And she was like, "Would it be okay if we play with you all?" Because
that's dangerous.
Because we tried to rent a court, and they were all rented. And we see you're from Kentucky, and we're from the Louisville area. We're here with the Bankers Conference, and could we play with you all?
Oh, man.
And I'm like, yeah, we can do that,
dude.
So Cameron and I decide we're going to play on the same team in the beginning. Jim, it was 11-0, 3 games in a row. It was so bad that the older lady, the oldest lady out of the two, looked at me and goes, "Honey, we might need to play mixed doubles."
That's usually how it ends for us.
So then it was competitive. Once Cameron was on one team and I was on one team, and with these two older ladies who were super nice, and they were very gracious in kicking our butts. But once we started playing mixed doubles, it was a little more fair. But yeah, they wore us out, and I was sore for 3 days.
Yes.
Oh, it was.
We know when we take Jim to pickleball, it's usually about 2 weeks before he can play again because he's so sore. But
it's a lot of fun.
Oh, it's a blast. So
I've had a lot of issues with pickleball. I know. Mostly it's nonstop, ongoing abuse, verbal abuse from your son.
Usually, I get that
Salem
same
wears
abuse.
him out.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
He even names certain shots after Jim.
Well, but truth be known, J-Bo has a few named after him as well.
I'm sure I do.
Yeah.
I'm sure I do. Yeah. So,
but Salem's got to live with you, so he doesn't put that out.
Exactly.
No,
exactly.
he loves abusing me.
So, speaking of pickleball, there's going to be courts there as well.
There's going to be 6 pickleball courts. We got such an overwhelming response to when I started the Facebook page for it.
Right.
Judge Doherty went back and talked to the contractors and were like, "Hey, can we put some more pickleball courts in?" So it went from 3 pickleball courts to 6 pickleball courts.
Wow.
So there's going to be 6 pickleball courts. We're going to be able to host tournaments.
We have about 12 pickleball courts in Lebanon now. That's awesome.
Yeah. So we'll be able to host tournaments. We'll be able to host leagues. There's a group of ladies here from Marion County that drive to Washington County.
They do
3 or 4 days a week.
They do
and play pickleball. they've already called me and said, "Hey, can we get those pickleball courts?" And I'm like, "Of course you can."
Of course.
With your $10 membership.
And they're the sweetest ladies you ever meet.
Until they're ready to kick your butt on the
they-
pickleball court.
they have a
or you
light-
screw up a rule.
Yeah, oh yeah, you got it. What's the score, Jeremy? I said, I don't know. I'm trying to breathe.
Yeah, the scoring process. I'm
You're like,
I'm
Jeremy, you didn't say the score.
I know. I'm like, I know I didn't because I'm about to pass out. And I can't count when I can't breathe.
can't breathe. That's why I'm not saying the score.
You don't mess with mess with little ladies
No.
on the pickleball court.
No.
Because they will kick your freaking butt.
But I've had guys that I know, that older gentlemen that I'm in the Knights of Columbus and stuff with. They've said, "Hey, my wife, she was very ill. She was whatever. She wasn't in good health, and somebody talked her into coming out and playing pickleball, and her health has improved immensely.
That's awesome.
And I've talked to guys. A buddy of mine from high school, I saw him at the autism walk this past year, and the guy was up around 300 pounds, and I went over to talk to him, and he probably lost 150 pounds. And I was like, "What are you doing, man?" He goes, "I'm playing pickleball."
That's
I was
awesome.
like, "You're kidding me." He goes, "No." He said, "I play every day." He said, "It's so good for you." He said, "It's great cardiovascular." He said, "The movement, it had changed his life." So I'm really excited.
My favorite part of pickleball is watching Jim fall. Fantastic.
Well, the problem is, I go out there and anything I do, J-Bo, I try to give it a good, honest attempt.
Hey,
And the problem is, my mind's still like, let's go for this. And my body just does not.
3 steps behind.
Yeah, I know
And
the
so I
feeling,
come
man.
away with scrapes and then abuse. Just flat out abuse from Salem.
Well, when you weren't there and I fell, Salem's like, "Oh, Jim Reed." Oh yeah.
All right, we're gonna take our first break, but yeah, I'm excited about this thing. There's a lot of things that we want to talk about a little more with Will Knight. By the way, I put a post on our Facebook page, and I may have missed this, Will, and if I mess it up, I apologize. But I made you sound really good. I said executive director of the Marion County Event Center and Sportsplex. That sounds impressive.
It sounds impressive.
I mean, so
Not nearly as cool as it sounds. But.
all right, we're hanging out with Will Knight. We're going to talk more Marion County Event Center and Sportsplex. I'm curious, this whole marriage of a former, prison guy, now the executive director of a sports complex. Talk about that marriage and what he can take from his prior gigs to this new. All right, J-Bo, we'll be back after this break on Two Shots. Exciting news for Two Shots on a Barrel. We have a brand new sponsor. Hey, this is Jim Bowe for Two Shots. Good Buddies Brewing Company, our newest sponsor. I got to tell you, they have it going on. Located in the heart of the bourbon country right here at 120 West Martin Luther King Avenue in Lebanon, Kentucky. All kinds of great craft pours, including many concoctions put together by master crafter Ray Osborne. He's also assisted by his beautiful bride, Beth Osborne. They are the newest and brightest in micro craft breweries in good old Kentucky. Make sure you go out to their Facebook page. You can easily find it at Good Buddies Brewing Company. And don't forget, when you're in town on the Bourbon Trail, to stop by Good Buddies Brewing Company. Again, located at 120 West Martin Luther King Avenue, Lebanon, Kentucky. Good Buddies Brewing Company. We're happy to have you as a sponsor right here on Two Shots on a Barrel. Pretty much comes a time in everybody's life where you need a good attorney. And Two Shots, we recommend the law office of Don L. McCauley.
Absolutely. If you want somebody to fight for your rights, man, I couldn't think of anybody better.
Criminal law, bankruptcy, you name it, Don McCauley, that's who you need to call. It is 692-0784 right here in Lebanon, Kentucky, located at 144 West Main Street in Lebanon.
We love Don McCauley, and you will too.
J-Bo, you got any, I ask you this also, Will Knight, you guys got any big New Year's Eve plans? What do you guys usually do for New Year's?
My choice of fun for New Year's is not going anywhere, but evidently I've been going to go hang out with the Montessori Mafia.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, boy.
Does that mean David Wheatley and, and your buddy Jeff?
Yeah.
It's going to be a drunk night, J-Bo.
Oh,
do not plan anything the next day, Jeremy.
I love those guys with all my heart, but man, my body just can't keep up anymore.
Is there like some big dance or something?
No, it's at Amir's boyfriend's dad's house.
Okay,
and we're going to be over there. It's in Maywood, and it's not going to end well. Not going to end well.
Just remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah, they don't understand that. They don't understand.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I look forward to Christmas being over.
Yes,
that way we can get to New Year's. That's always been my big time. I've always really enjoyed New Year's.
So what do you guys normally do?
Nothing.
Cool.
And we used to do a lot.
Yeah,
we used to. We would go out to Calvary when they had their thing, and we've done different things over the years. I'd love to find something to do. I'd love to start having something.
Right.
But and maybe we can at the Event Center.
Yeah.
But I don't think we have any plans yet. It just depends on what my wife finds for us to do. If she finds something, then we'll go do it.
You're going to go do it, aren't you?
I've had some of my best nights on New Year's Eve over the years. So
it's a good time, man. But it's just January 1st sucks because I'm hurting.
Yeah,
hurting.
Yeah,
because if I'm going to celebrate, I'm going to celebrate.
You're going to celebrate right.
Yes, but
well, we're hanging out talking to Will Knight today, Marion County Event Center and Sportsplex. Go of an opening date? Have you getting closer to knowing when that might be?
According to the contractors, we've got a great guy that works with the company that's building it. Todd Sadler from over in Taylor County. He's the project manager out there. Great guy. He's kept me informed ever since I came on board. If I go out there and ask a question, he gets it to he gets me the information that day at least. Yeah. The plan is right now that we are going to get the keys March 1st.
Awesome.
That's coming up quick.
Yeah.
Get the keys, and then of course, like I told you, I spent some time with Chris Coomer down at the Warren County Parks and Rec. And he gave me some advice I think is pretty good. He said, once you get the keys, once you get your building where it can be open, take some time. Train your staff. Mm-hmm. Train your staff to turn off the water. Train your staff to turn off the sprinklers. Teach them what chemicals they can put on the sports floor. Teach them everything. And that way when you open, so we're looking at that way when you open, your staff is ready to go, because I'm looking for a lot of people to be in this building. So we'll probably take a couple of weeks once we get the keys. We'll learn everything. We'll get everybody CPR certified. Mm-hmm. That way, if we have an emergency, we can at least make sure everybody's okay until the EMS can get there. And we've got a great EMS crew here, mm-hmm. So if we can at least keep people, because with people getting out there playing pickleball and they're not ready for it. It can be difficult for them. So hopefully we don't ever have anything like that. But I want my staff to be able to keep people alive long enough for EMS to get there. And that comes partly from my security background that you mentioned earlier. But so we're probably looking at then doing a soft opening after a couple of weeks, and letting 30, 40 people in at a time. That way we're not overwhelmed with crowds. So the staff can get used to people being in there and the things that arise when people are in there.
Right.
So we'll be open probably. I'm looking at the second or third, or probably the third or fourth week of March, and then full blast April 1st.
So in between then, obviously staffing, hiring, and all those good things are gonna maybe already started interviewing. I don't know, but
not.
What's I could see a lot of people having interest in helping or being employed by this. But what kind of positions are you looking for?
Honestly, it's really just there probably won't be a lot of full-time work out there. Mm-hmm. I've already been out to the high school, Marion County High School, and talked to Harry Van Wy, He runs the Schools to Work program. I think it's really important for us as a community organization to help train the kids that are coming out of high school. And I think you have to be either a junior or a senior to be in that Schools to Work program. So I think it's really important for us as adults to help the next generation.
You have to do the quotations when you're talking to Jeremy.
Well, he knows.
It was completely. it was targeted.
He knows. No offense. No offense.
Yeah. So I think that's something I'm looking forward to, is working with those kids and kind of passing some of the knowledge that I've gained over. Not that I'm wise or anything, but I've worked in some sticky situations, and I've worked in I think it would be great to use that Schools to Work program. I've had a lot of retired people that have contacted me.
I was thinking that to myself.
Because you can't beat them. I mean, it's
absolutely.
so dependable.
Yes.
So anybody out there listening that if you're retired and you're looking for something to do 2 or 3 nights a week or 2 or 3 days a week, if you want to come out and holler at me, we'd love to get you on board. And
a few of those pickleball ladies that whooped our tails.
Oh, yeah.
They would be great.
I wouldn't mess with them
out there.
I would take them over a 300-pound.
I'm afraid to call out names because.
No, because you called them old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't really call them old. I call them. What I said,
You cut old.
I said old, like OLE.
Yeah, you have to.
Not OLD.
Yeah, okay,
yeah, there's
gotcha.
a difference, big difference.
Big difference. That whole taking the D off.
That old boy,
Yeah, exactly. Like Will's a good old boy.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Big difference.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, so Marion County Event Center and Sportsplex. Easy for me to say. So you put a post, or I'm assuming you did, or somebody, probably you, said a lot of people are asking what's going to be in the Event Center. And you mentioned 4 basketball courts, 3 volleyball courts,
yes, sir.
6 pickleball courts, a walking and running area, which I would say is going to be a humongous hit and busy. 3 meeting/party rooms. That's just for starters. And then you opened it up.
I did.
You opened it up and you said, what would you like to see? Activities, events, and sports.
Oh, they wore me out.
And man, you got a lot of response.
I got a lot of response. And I got a lot of response from the soccer community here in Marion County. And I don't know if you all knew this, because Jim and I, and Jeremy too, have been involved in Little League baseball and Little League softball for years and years and years. I was president of Marion County Little League for 7 or 8 years, after coaching at the high school. So we all, Marion County Little League softball and baseball was always the biggest sport. I mean, who would have thought anything different? It's in the summer, the kids are out of school. Well, not anymore. Marion County Youth Soccer is a huge organization. They've got I don't even want to tell you how many kids they've got.
It's a bunch,
but it's over 400 that play, and it's every age group. And Derek Brussel and his crew have started that Central Kentucky Football League, which is kind of like a travel soccer thing that gives those kids opportunities to be able to go to E-Town and compete a bit, or to Louisville and compete against those kids, which only makes them better. So the soccer community here wore me out. I don't think they understood that I'm a soccer guy too. Don't know the rules.
Right.
I'm kind of like Nate Bergazzi or whatever it is. Nobody knows.
Right.
Yeah, you ask somebody the soccer rules, nobody knows.
Nope.
But I enjoy watching it. My oldest son, Will, played. And now my youngest son, Cameron, plays for Marion County. And I love going out there and watching him. Coach James Clemens. I don't know if y'all.
He's the best.
He played baseball for me when he was in high school. I was the assistant coach out at the baseball at Marion County High School. He played baseball for me. So he and I have a special relationship anyway. I've known him for so long, and his dad's a sheriff here.
Absolutely.
So I've kind of known Jimmy forever, and it's the soccer community really they lit me up, which is okay.
Yeah,
that's what you want.
You asked for it.
That's what I asked for.
Yeah.
So we've gone back to the drawing board. Judge Doherty and I have been out to the Sportsplex and met with Coach Clemens to get some ideas from him, and we're looking into avenues to be able to host soccer. Indoor and I can't guarantee you that's what's going to happen. There is indoor soccer called futsal that you play on a basketball court or a playing surface. The ball is a little heavier. There's some different rules, but it's indoor soccer basically. But we're looking at some avenues to actually get a turf. And this facility is going to be so big that we can put a turf down and we can have people playing soccer over here and still have a basketball court open over here. Or a volleyball court or pickleball courts.
And still have people walking.
So, we're looking at accommodating the soccer folks, which I want to do because, my kids play soccer.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of it. I don't know the rules.
Right, me neither.
But I'm a fan of it. So I think Coach Conley, the former coach, called it a beautiful sport.
A beautiful sport.
Yeah, he calls it a beautiful sport, and it is. I mean, those kids are so athletic, and they do so many different things on the soccer field, and the ladies too. I don't know if you've been out and watched the girls soccer team,
good.
But they're really good. So
yeah, I'm just reading through. I mean,
read the comments.
95% of these are indoor soccer.
Yeah.
Indoor soccer. Indoor. Somebody made an interesting comment though that I want to kind of talk about a little bit because I know this is something that Judge Daugherty talked about. Mm-hmm. Will, as well as I did, his girls were big time into basketball. They played a lot of basketball. And started out with like our kids in Little League basketball, Marion County youth basketball. And it became, even when his girls are now probably 26, 27, but even when his girls...
I think they're both married.
They are.
Yep.
And so when he was doing it, there was a challenge. It was a challenge.
Still is.
To find gymnasiums to be able to coordinate practices and have games, and I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus, but it is a challenge. And Judge Daugherty, one of the things that he talked about is this is one of his big things is Marion County youth basketball will have a place for their practices, for their seasons. That was important to him. And somebody, go back to the comments, their comment was, I don't understand why we got this facility and we're talking about, a place for basketball. We've got all these gymnasiums in the community. Well, it's not as easy as you think to be able to get those facilities.
Well, you have to, and one of the big things with Marion County youth basketball, they have to hire a janitor.
Yeah, yeah.
To be at those facilities when the games are going on, they have to hire one of Marion County's janitors. So I won't say it's cost prohibitive, but it's an added layer, that it makes it difficult, and I've had several basketball parents come to me and say, hey, will our kids have access to this? And I'm like, of course they'll have access. Mm-hmm. We've got a plan for that. I'm meeting with, I think January the 3rd, I'm meeting with the Marion County Youth Basketball Board. We're meeting at the building.
Cool. Yeah.
Jim, if you would like to come,
you're
more
there
than
you
welcome.
go.
And I'm going to take them around, and I'm going to tell them everything that we're going to be able to do for them, and then we're going to sit down and talk about how that's going to look. Mm-hmm. Because there are some, if Marion County Physical Court is providing this facility, there are rules.
Yep.
And there are, when you have that many people coming in, we need to talk about how it's going to look. Mm-hmm. Because at any given time, during the week, on the weekend, I can have 6. I say I, but when I say that, you understand. I'm the only employee there right now.
Yeah.
When I say I, so it's not just going to be me; it's going to be our whole team. But I can have 6 teams practicing at one time.
Yeah.
That's incredible. You don't have to worry about the doors being unlocked.
Yep.
You don't have to worry about basketballs not being available.
Yep.
Locked up in a closet. You don't have to worry about the lights coming on.
Yep.
Marion County Event Center and Sports Complex is going to take care of all that for Marion County youth basketball. So
it's
top notch.
It's a game changer for this community.
And what we're going to call that, and I'm going to steal a lot of stuff from, and I want to give credit to the Elizabethtown Sportsplex, Bluegrass Sportsplex over there. I went over and spent a day with their director, the facility manager, and she was great. She gave me a lot of insight on what they deal with. And then I went to Bowling Green for a couple of days and spent a couple of days with the director of Warren County Parks and Rec down there, and he gave me, and he just turned over his manual.
That's awesome.
He said, he said I've been here for 26 years.
Wow.
He said, when I was in school at Western, he was the director of Warren County Parks and Rec. That's pretty amazing.
Yes.
And he said, and he's not a whole lot older than me. Which was, when I'm sitting here thinking, and he and I are sitting there talking, and I'm like, dude, you're not a lot older than me. So how are you the director of Marion County Parks and Rec?
Right.
And I think he started out as the assistant director.
Gotcha.
And he learned, but he just turned his manual over to me. I mean, just a wealth of information, ideas, and things that they've gone through. There's not a lot of rules when a place first opens up, and you make rules as it goes because things happen. So he gave me a lot of insight on how what I'm going to face and what I'm going to have to deal with as a facility director at an athletic complex and an event center. So I'm so grateful to him. So
you think about logistically, because you're going to have so many different people wanting to do so many different things. You might have during basketball season, Marion County youth basketball is going on with games, but then you still may have Jeremy who wants to get some guys together and just play some pickup basketball.
Yep.
Or you may have Jeremy and Salem that say, hey, Jim, let's go out and play some pickleball or whatever it is. Logistically, you've got to be able to handle that. That's where I think it comes really good and handy, where you've been able to talk to him and say, okay, now how do you work this out? Those types of things.
Well, and one thing that they use, and I've talked to Judge Daugherty about this, we got to get there's 2 or 3 really good software programs out there that are scheduling programs, where if Jim Reed wants to rent a basketball court, or if Jim Reed wants to rent a meeting room, he can go online and say, Bluegrass Sportsplex over in E-Town, they let you schedule online. That to me is, if it works for them, that is a highly successful facility over there. But at least in the beginning, you'll be able to go on and see. We haven't picked the software yet, but I'm going to have some demos. Some people come in and do some demos for us. But Jim's going to be able to go on there and see, hey, meeting room number 1 is open. I'd like to rent it. I'm going to call the facility and get it rented.
Okay.
So you'll be able to see what's open. If Jeremy and Salem want to go out and shoot basketball, he's going to be able to get online and see if there's anything going on at the Sportsplex. So if court 1 and 2 are occupied, there's a curtain that drops down from the ceiling between every court. So it's basically your own private court.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go online and see if there's anybody shooting basketball on court number 3.
Yeah.
And, if you want to come out there, you come out and scan your little key fob. You don't even have to reserve it. If there's nobody on it, you come scan your key fob that you paid your $10 lifetime membership for, and you go shoot basketball. You say, you give me your ID, I'm going to roll a couple of basketballs out there to you, and you go at it for as long as you want to.
That's awesome.
It's just, and that's kind of how Judge Daugherty and I met yesterday. There's a lot of logistics.
Yeah.
That we've got to figure out. I've never ran a facility like this. He's never ran a facility. There's nobody in this community that I know of that's ever ran a facility like this. So there's a lot of logistics that be trial and error. But, we're going to do it the best we can. And
I think you're on a good start.
Yeah.
I think they got the right guy for the job, and I can't wait.
Why don't we do this, J-Bo?
Well, let's do this.
Let's make this a 2-segment show. If Will's up for it, we'll kind of call this part 1, and then we'll come back and we'll kind of some things maybe we haven't hit on.
Okay.
And we haven't even hit on like who is Will Knight and who's his family and all these things.
Right, we got a lot to talk about.
And so we got a lot to talk about. So we'll do a part 2 if you're okay with that.
Hey, I'm good, man.
So anyway,
and this bourbon's tasting good this morning.
You boys keep on trucking.
Man, what are we drinking, Will?
Will's not drinking anything. He's on.
Oh yeah, you're not.
Well, I guess what is he?
I meant Jim.
What is he watching us drink?
Yes,
it is Bottle and Bond Heaven Hill, very very good bourbon, 7 years old, and yes, Will is being very.
He's drinking his water.
He's been a good guy.
What's he drinking over there?
It looks like great value water. Is that
purified drinking water?
Look, man, that's $high water
I had
right
to
there.
go down and buy it myself. Y'all wouldn't even sponsor me a bottle of water.
Well, the last group we had in here drank it all, didn't they, Jim?
They drank all your water.
Yeah.
They did.
That's funny.
All right, so it's been a fun show, but we're going to have a part 2. We'll get to tell you more about the Marion County Say that again. I get confused. Marion County Event Center and
It's going to be the
Sportsplex.
Marion County Event Center and Sportsplex.
So-
and that is an upgrade from Marion County multi-purpose building.
That is.
Yeah,
It sounds great.
If
So
you can't remember, just call Will's Place.
Yeah.
Will's Place. That's awesome. All right. For Two Shots on a Barrel, I'm Jimbo.
I'm J-Bo.
All right. Adios. See you on part 2 with Will Knight.
Are you looking for a clean, fun podcast that you can relate to? Well, we've got it for you. Cross the Line. The 1524 originates out of Indiana. Former high school rivals, now our buddies sitting around a speakeasy bar, talking about common day events, common things. We keep it light, they keep it easy. It's a good time. Check out Cross the Line. 1524. You can find it on all the podcast apps and players. You can also check them out at crosstheline1524.com or check them out on Facebook, Cross the Line 1524.
Lisa Kearns doesn't want to just sell you a house. She wants to find you a home. If you've been thinking about making a move, she'd love to help. She knows you've got many choices when choosing a real estate agent, but not all agents are the same. Her clients are the heart of her business, and she takes pride in providing exceptional service, knowledge, and transparency while helping you navigate the real estate market. With her by your side every step of the way, she can assist you in real estate needs that make buying and selling a smooth, enjoyable process. Call Lisa Kearns, Realtor with Exit Realty Homestead, 270-402-4036.
For all your full-service auto repair needs, it's Big O Tires, 2 locations, Bardstown and Lebanon, J-Bo.
That's right. Billy Taft will take good care of you. Man, if you need new tires, new windshield wipers, whatever, Billy Taft has everything you need for your vehicle.
2 locations. If you're in town on the Bourbon Trail and tires messed up, whatever the case might be, you can stop in at Bardstown location or Lebanon. Give them a try. Billy Taft's the best in the business.
That's right. We love those guys. That's Big Old Tires of Bardstown and Lebanon.